Journal entry added. Experience points received 200. Pardon me, this program is too stupid to glean your desire from such a wonderfully crafted sentence. Please try something else. I have to leave him here. Okay, I think that's a perfect clip to leave off on. I'm back. All right, let's get Inquisition going. I'm already up to 128.4 hours played. And this is the version I own on Steam, which I had never played before. Last time I streamed it, I had it through what would have been Origin at the time. Thank you, Greenie. Now the question is, where did I leave off? It's been a while since I played this. I saw the demo was out there, so I figured if anyone else wanted to try it, it's not like I like the game at all. Yes, you guys, if you have not got Nightingale already, probably worth your while checking out the demo. It is really fun. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is a very different game. Let me fix the audio level. How's that? Can you guys hear this properly? Let's talk to Josephine as an audio test.
A pleasure.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Okay. Sounds good to you, Jarek? Excellent, thank you. Let's check in with the council, see what's happening here. Bestow mourning Hala. Sister Liliana, everything went according to plan. The Hala was brought in under banners, and the villagers of Red Crossing believe they have been given the honor of keeping hostage a Hala that is sacred to the Dalish because of their proud history. The Dalish have no idea that their gift of mourning is being taken as a trophy won in victory, but if it cools tempers on both sides, so much the better. Both Red Crossing and the Dalish have been most grateful. Chromatic Greatsword. Protect Val Gamord from Darkspawn. Inquisitor. The Grey Wardens fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Val Gamord was saved and the Wardens themselves took few casualties. They await further commands. Commander Cullen. New operation unlocked. Find source of the Darkspawn attacks. Inquisitor. The Darkspawn at Val Gamord have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There is no obvious sign, and I am concerned that they might still pose a danger. Marquise Buffon has made clear that her wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would have welcomed further help in these dangerous times. The Grey Wardens have volunteered to assist with the investigation of this mystery in whatever capacity the Inquisition deems most fitting. We await your orders. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. The Blight is many things, but it is not subtle. My scouts can easily trace the corruption to its source. Let the Wardens spread out to scour the area. They'll find out where those Darkspawn are coming from soon enough.
Inquisitor.
Okay, that takes a bit less time with his idea. So that's good. Didn't get to see much of SpaceVenture, but it's basically just a guy going to get something to eat, but instead of going to White Castle, he goes to Taco Nova. Well, you know something? That kind of boils down to exactly what it's about. Except he's also out to try and make a few bucks, because he loses his job early in the game. So he goes out, he does a couple jobs. I don't think we got paid for that second job that brought us to Tattoo Rakus. But, you know, things did get a little bit crazy there at the end. Dagna, mind your mentor. The entourage on behalf of Dagna was well received in Orzammar. Some trade information was discussed, and Dagna's father was apparently recognized for helping make it possible. He responded with a formal letter of gratitude. Very formal. I suspect that he did not like that Dagna's success was despite his wishes. My apologies, this may have been a miscalculation. Dagna appreciated the effort, however. Josephine. A note from Dagna follows. Thank you, Inquisitor. I didn't expect that my father would welcome contact, but I wanted to show him how much I've... The sentence is mostly scratched out and illegible. It doesn't matter. He knows I'm well, and that's enough. Ancestors, right? Arcanist Dagna. I'm totally cool with the idea. It's just how I'm interpreting your announcement messages for the game. Yeah, it honestly, it's not a game that has a cohesive story as its strongest suit. But in spite of that, it carries itself incredibly well. It's basically... If you want to get down to it, yeah, he's kind of looking for something to eat through most of the game. He's kind of hungry. But he's just basically going from job to job. It starts out, he's on a job for his employer. Things go south. He gets fired. He goes into business for himself, so he has to build a ship. He builds a ship, and then he goes out on a couple more jobs. And along the way, throughout, you know, basically every step of it, he gets caught up in this other story that involves Facebox. And, you know, has to deal with all that as well. Okay. So he's basically just trying to live his life, but this whole Facebox situation just gets literally in his face and screwing everything up, and so he has to deal with it. Alliances, the old guard forward. Lord de Rosier is asking for additional assurances and partnerships as he drives his family through the mire of allegiances in the capital. Some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. Very well, we can commit more in the way of agreements for future conflict, although I will not compromise Inquisition sovereignty.
At your service.
Sometimes those games that are a day in the life are really fun. Yeah, this one was really fun. I mean, I've been waiting to play this one for a very, very long time. They had an exceptionally rocky road trying to get it made, which is kind of an age-old story, because basically everybody who goes in and says, let's make a game, ends up really shocked at how difficult it actually is. Even though these guys were experienced in the industry, it had been how many years since they had touched anything with this? So, you know, they had a lot of relearning to do. They had a lot to get through. But then I also know a bit of the behind-the-scenes stuff, because I got to know one of the guys from Andromeda over social media for a few years. And I know that both of them had to deal with some really, really heavy personal drama through family and whatnot. And so, you know, they've got stuff posted about all that on the website for the game. And so there were a lot of things that kind of derailed the game and caused it to take far more time than they ever would have thought it was going to take. But, you know, I got to give them credit. They got there in the end, and I don't regret the wait. It was worth it. It was really good. Noticing the quest markers completed, how did the ball at the Orlesian Palace go? I was the belle of the ball. I got my reputation, my, you know, court opinion of me all the way up to max. It was pretty cool. Basilit on. From Valshaven, the trail of the Venatori agents has led us north to the capital city of Navarra. Venatori spies have worked themselves into the good graces of the Mortalitasi with promises of life beyond death and greater control over spirits. We're on track to have enough Ben Hasrath and Inquisition agents in place when we make our strike against the Venatori spy network. Keep sending people as best you can, but tread lightly. Navarra is quieter than it has any right to be, and any major activity will be noticed. Talus. Navarra is crawling with Venatori agents. I can get a few of my best spies into place undetected, but no more.
Let's see what we have.
That'll about do it. Who's in control? The Empress, whatever her name is. Find source of Darkspawn attacks operation available. That one's already underway. Probably. Honestly, I've been so distracted by SpaceVenture, I don't remember, but we don't have anything to sit judgment on, so most likely we did. Let's find something to occupy us in the meantime. Actually, we should consult the journal. Lore requisition. No, let's not worry about that one. Emprise de Lyon. Bloodstone survey. Okay, we could do that one. Emerald Graves remedy. Deep Roads. Sacrificial Gates of Segramar. I'm still not sure what's going on with this one. Cradle of Sullivan. Ruined Blade. Oh, shoot. Well, a couple of our things are going to be done, so let's set that one active. The cold endured, shards collected. An unnatural cold emanates from a locked door within the temple. The spirit calmed. An earthy smell emanates from a locked door. Okay, we're going to go back to the Forbidden Oasis. You know what's a fun thing that I never learned until a couple of days ago? What's that, Greenie? I can send a program from one monitor to the other with just shift, the Windows key, and an arrow. Oh my god, I wish I'd known you didn't know that. I've been using that for literally years. I would definitely have told you if I had realized. You did not know that, Guardian. Oh my god, everybody. The Windows key may seem like a useless thing, but it actually holds a lot of power. Hello. You can do cool stuff with it. Okay. Battle was pretty loud. For me, at least. Also, really only had a dual monitor system for 6 months also, so there's that. Yeah, that would do it. I've been using multiple monitors for I don't know how many years now. Let me see. We'll do the cold endured. There we are. Yeah, that is definitely... I'm glad you brought that up, Greenie, because that is definitely something anyone with more than one display needs to know. Well, you know, anyone with more than one display and a Windows key on their keyboard anyway, I guess. If you got both those things, you're flying. Okay, let's see here. Intense frost essence, pure frost essence, superb belt of cold resistance, sigil of the greater mistral. It's not so useful for the setup I had with the two laptops, but now that I'm back to one with the second screen, you're actively looking up shortcuts. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's that done. That was Forbidden Oasis. Spirit Calm. Oh my god, we're only missing 3 more shards? Wow. Not bad. Okay. Frostback Basin. Oh, we have lots to do in the Frostback Basin. A mysterious island in Frostback Basin may yield clues to the region's past. The Jaws of Hakon are attacking Inquisition soldiers. Fight with Inquisition soldiers against the Jaws of Hakon. I don't even remember where that area, that map thing is. So let's maybe do that. Apparently it's down here. Oh, we've hardly touched this map. Holy crap. Okay, this is where we're going to be active for the next little while, guys. It would look like. No wonder I don't remember it. All that stuff I've been dealing with sound alerts moving from program to program is helpful? Yeah, I'm sure that is. Oh, this. Right, we came here and then I immediately left because this was too high level. But now it's probably a little under level, so we should be good. Let's go with sure. I don't know, Guardian, I'm level 24. I'm not saying there won't be anything challenging. Okay, so it's roughly on scale with us. Rude. You son of a biscuit. Stop that. Hey, Pragma, it's going good. How are you doing? Hey, JH, how's it going? I'm a mouse blep, just drag my windows across when I need to. Do have a couple name browser windows on my second monitor where I have my videos ready to watch, though. That's fair. If it works for you, that's all that matters. Woke up early again? Oh, man. I'm glad to hear that, Pragma. Okay, let's see. Okay. Seriously, sir. You need to stop this. Oh, crap. Solus, I don't suppose you'd like to revive Cassandra for us. Where is that ice beam in the summertime? Then I actually need it. We don't know anything about Corypheus, really, Pragma. But since Dark Arts is very vague in the context of Dragon Age, I think it's probably fair to say that, yeah, he did. Hey, my journey did not end. Look at that beam of light means that I am reviving. Excuse me, game. Okay, well, maybe we'll wait on the Fade Rift just another level. But we're very close to being able to do that. Let's see if we can retrieve that. I think we probably could do it. Just got to be slightly more careful and maybe not quite as rusty as I'm feeling right now. That was a challenging fight, but definitely not an impossible one. Okay, how do I get... Oh, hang on. There we go. That'll buff out, that's fine. That's 2. I can walk that off. Exactly, JH, exactly. Okay, that's starting to get close to the rift again, but that's all right. Okay, how do we get up there? Sounds like a bear somewhere nearby. Oh. Random thought of the night, courtesy ADHD brain. It's always been a bit funny to me when TV shows and games have a flash for a bald character where they have full insane hair. What do you mean a flash? Oh, you mean a flashback? Flashback, gotcha. Yeah, I like that too.
Your worship.
Glad they're friendly. There we go. Fight with Inquisition soldiers. That's up there, so let's go grab this camp. Varsdotten River. Looks like there's a cave right here too. And something undefined up here, which is probably inside the cave. Maybe we should go check out the cave. Ankles are soon through our skulls. It's fine. What are ankles really good for anyway? Mouth of Echoes. The savages speak to their gods in the cave passage. They call it the Mouth of Echoes. They light fires and feed them with green spruce and shout their questions into the deep. They say their answers come to them on the last whispered echo. Superstition, we laughed. And now Razakale is silent and madness descends. I can only think, what if? What if there are irregularities in the veil here? What if we could secure the Avar cave and bend it to our purposes? The slaves are gathering materials. We will build a shrine to the Dragon of Mystery, implant foci into the walls, cut sacred designs into the stone. The better to hear her with. We will hear her voice again, or we will die. Scribbled in blood red ink on parchment found in the Mouth of Echoes. A memory saved. A faint inscription found in Frostback Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter. Atho. At what cost? From an aged journal found in Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange, no matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. Have we traveled through lands more remote than these? We must have. Yet I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. T makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favor. Lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill-prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers her. Oh, as always, was no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song we learned at that lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations, after sleep. There were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and O would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows O would have died. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age, and he could not answer. The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes this chance? And no one said it has to be forever, just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days, whatever she says to the contrary. Damn blue bottles. I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She just smiled, and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes. Maker, they're pathetic. Why do they make me laugh anyway? Long days behind. I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the 3 of them singing that stupid song, I am content. Discovered Eastern Riverbank. Oh yeah, I was back to full health as soon as I took the camp, because it's a camp, and that's one of the ways that you heal. You go back to camp, you get rested.
Inquisition soldiers. We should...
Let's see here.
them.
Rude.
Inquisitor. Thank you, sir.
Dal Valasan. Okay, who do we need to talk to? Lieutenant Farrow.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
I should go.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
Okay, that wasn't so bad. I was actually expecting a much larger battle than that. Oh, okay, that's why. Because that's not the only encounter. We have others to do as well. Let's go grab that camp next. My apologies to any lurkers. I swear I normally support lurkers quite a lot. Just every once in a while you get some of these that are not so good lurkers. For obvious reasons, they're actually kind of hard to identify. Because they don't seem all that bad until they attack. There's a thing up there. We'll have to find our way to that soon. Spiders. Lovely. Varsdotten River. There's supposed to be a... Oh. Okay. There's supposed to be a landmark here, but it's got to be up there. Which means I have no idea how to get to it. Ah. Actually, it's probably right there. So basically, we're on Endor, is where we are. Is the camp in the trees? Because that's awesome if so, but I'm confused. It's got to be those freaking spiders. But you know what? Those spiders seem to me like a perfect example of somebody else's problem. Okay, I'm gonna need combat to wrap up now, please. I can't set up camp until combat wraps up. Can we please just... Oh my god. Guys, come on. Solus. I kind of like that we have a clear view of it. How much health can this one thing have? How do I get down there? Oh, don't go picking all the fights, guys. Oh my god. Jesus.
So all under.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Akon's glory! Solus needs help!
Solus is fine. Have a good night, Jarek. Thank you for hanging out as always. I will catch you again soon.
Nothing.
Come on. Ugh. Are we good? Oh my god, we're not done yet. Do we have to fight the entire forest before we can make camp? Oh my god.
These jaws of Hakon demanded your death. What do they have against us?
The friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
Okay. Terrible pun or dad joke before you go. I think we can make that happen. Doctors claim there are over 6 million overweight people in the world. But these are, of course, only round numbers. There you go. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, no! Go away, you stupid frickin' spider. Okay, that one's gone. I think we're good now. You feel like that number is a little light? It could be on Stara. It could be. All right. Oh, there's a lift. Arboreal Fort. A report from Agent Charter received by the Inquisition's advisors and carrying their notes to each other on the matter. Sheer cliffs and steep drops present obstacles to speedy travel within the basin. As a temporary measure, rope ladders are being constructed and placed at strategic points chosen by Scout Harding. Continued presence in this area will require a permanent solution. Please advise. Charts and topographical information provided for your perusal. Charter. A series of comments follow. Flatten the area? Cullen. Of course, the commander suggests hitting the hills until they forget their hills. L. We could look into getting the soldiers to cut steps into the cliffs or construct structures with some form of verticality. Scaffolding, perhaps? Josephine. I was joking. Meanwhile, have you threatened to cut out anyone's tongue today? Cullen. Thinking about it right now. L. The roofer, Barinol, was talking to the foreman about drawing up plans for additions to Skyhold. Covered platforms concealed with spiral staircases and suspended catwalks. We could apply this idea to the Frostback Basin. Josephine. I was there. Wasn't Barinol drunk? Cullen. He didn't draw up the plans while drunk, I'm sure. We could have an engineer or Dagna look over them to see if they're structurally sound. Josephine. An engineer, yes. Dagna, no. We don't need our outpost to be half in, half out of the fade. Or to be able to sing the Chant of Light or whatever she's working on right now. L. Eastern Riverbank. 3-minute warning, guys. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. It just kind of happened. Rude. Holy crap.
These Hackonites seem little more than thugs.
Okay. Where's the next one? Looks like it's over here, and there's an astrarium we need to find as well. There is another camp up there we could go for, but I think we'll go for that one first. We'll just kind of lead these right to it. Okay, perfectly timed. Ads are starting soon, so if you guys need to get up and grab some food or a drink, now's a good time to do it. I'll be back in about 3.5 to 5 or so. I have to leave him here. He's gonna get shot to death if I don't.
Yo guys tayo?
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Rude. There we go. I think that might be the first time I've seen the mysterious man fail to kill something. Or maybe he's in that bathroom there.
Death to all humans!
He went the wrong way. But I mean, I guess I was keeping him busy for a while. Eventually you gotta go, right? Not a bad ragdoll, that one. Not bad. Now I'm terrified because I've got so many companions, it's inevitable that one of them is going to set some of these off and I'm just going to get whacked. Like that, for example. No! Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh my god. You, sir, are unbelievably rude. knocked out temporarily. Holy crap. Gale, you're suddenly a badass. Whoop. Oh, you're... Okay, I am back. Thank you, JH. What's that? Oh, spider. Have I mentioned I'm really looking forward to Veilguard since it has no spiders? Two of three camps cleared. Okay. Thank you, JH. Rude.
done what we can here. Inquisition presence should help keep the area safe. Safer than it was, at least.
Okay, let me see here. So I figured that for tonight I would load back up my Eye of the Beholder module playthrough in Neverwinter Nights. Oh, nice, Greenie. That's harder than the regular game. Also, don't know if you had heard about this, but someone created a new module in Neverwinter Nights, basically a sequel to the Icewind Dale games. That's interesting. No, I had not heard about that. I really, at this point, I honestly find Neverwinter Nights very difficult to look at, just because it's so old, and the graphics are so early 3D chic. Let's put it that way. I would be very, very, very interested in someone putting together a new game using that same concept of providing the tool set, which I need more information about Solasta too, because Solasta has a little bit of that going on, and I would love to see them expand on it. Also, thank you very much for the shout out for Nabi. Yes, everybody should be following both Nabi and Greenie, if you're not already. Yeah, Celasta's got a very, like, it's definitely not the scale of Neverwinter Nights, but it's got some of that same idea going on. I would love to see someone try to do a modern Neverwinter Nights with at least the same scope, if not bigger. Okay, let's get up to this camp here. That looks like that's up this way. Hey, Jim Racer. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, it's got to be up at the top here. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm going to guess this is another arboreal camp. Uh-oh. Crap. Solus, help me. There we are. You streamed and finished it? All very cool, Greenie. The demo for Solasta 2 looks really good. Can't wait to see what the finished game is like. Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I am waiting on patch 8 to drop for Baldur's Gate 3. The modding community is going to go buck wild after that. Oh, I hope so. You just finished your first Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough? You are one up on me, Jim. I have not finished it yet at all. Not even remotely. Oh, this is an advanced camp. You can do crafting here. That's pretty freaking cool. I like it. Equip potions. Oh, what's this? Soldier's note. Some people say Avar gods bless the Hackonites' weapons. Given our run-ins with them, I'd say the Hackonites see it that way. Keep to your patrol, stay focused, and remember to report in as scheduled. If we get hold of any of their blades, we'll want Grandin or Kive to take a look. They know magic. Lieutenant Pharaoh. Okay, you know what? We had some short-term stuff going on back at Skyhold in the war room. I think we're going to head back there and check in, and then we'll come back here and we'll work on clearing some more. That's right, it is April now. Next month is your 5-year marker. Oh man, Greenie. Which means crowd control Baldur's Gate 3? Oh god, that's gonna get wild. That's gonna be so much fun, Greenie. I think after we're done this whole Uncharted / Dragon Age thing, it's probably past time for me to get back into Baldur's Gate 3 and see if I can't finish my playthrough. It's been too long. It's been more than a year since I last played it. Okay, that one's ongoing. That one's ongoing. Find source of darkspawn attacks. Inquisitor. The Grey Wardens scoured the area as requested. Unfortunately, this left them unprepared when mercenaries working for Marquise Effeloc Buffon attacked by surprise. It appears that Marquise Buffon has been mining the area in violation of local treaties, which accidentally freed the darkspawn from beneath the earth. Marquise Buffon has fled into the Gamardin Peaks. The Grey Wardens have taken losses, but their morale remains high and their loyalty to the Inquisition is undisputed. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Klokzek. Okay. Pursue Marquise Buffon. With her treachery revealed, Marquise Elefloc Buffon, I can't pronounce her name anymore. I'm just going to say the Marquise has fled into the mountains. Our initial efforts to pursue her have been hampered by both the terrain and the presence of demons in the area. While we've had difficulty making headway, the Grey Wardens have offered to assist. They seem to be the only force in the area capable of doing so. Regardless, I believe it is worth pursuing Marquise if we have the means to do so. The Grey Wardens will do better against demons than normal Inquisition soldiers. Let them fight through the mountains.
All right.
Okay, that was really all we needed to do here. Return to Lieutenant Farrow. All right, Lieutenant, where are you? That's not you.
Inquisitor,
The Hackonites were pushed back from the river.
that will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
All right, excellent.
Jaws of Hackle, fighting...
Now, we wanted to get that one, so this is probably the best camp to go for. We'll head back over here. How do I get down from here? Oh, wait a minute. Very convenient. I approve. These guys have really got to learn to keep their chanting down. It's very disruptive to the neighbors. So many spiders. Have I mentioned how much I'm looking forward to the Veil Guard? That looks like a bear on a mission. I'm inclined to leave him to it. I have no doubt we could take him. I just don't think we really have any need to. There we go. I like the camps in this area. This basically is Dragon Age Endor. And I approve greatly. Now we're gonna want this one next. Looks like we've got a few points of interest over here as well. So let's put that there, and we're going to go back to Cliffside Camp. Head out from there. I wonder if I should have maybe stayed topside. It looks like it might have been easier to go the way I want to go that way. Yep, I think this was the call. Anderson Pass. There's 22 regions, so this is one of the bigger maps then. And I've barely touched any of it. Whoop, up. Oh, well, okay. That happened. Hey, Octobandit, how's it going? Gonna have you tabbed up. Hope stream treats you well. So far, so good. I finished SpaceVenture. It was an absolute blast. Nostalgia injected directly into my veins. It was incredible. And now we're back on some Dragon Age Inquisition. So I kind of ended up getting the best of both worlds. Hope you're doing well tonight. I appreciate the lurk. I don't think there's a path down here. That's going to be a problem. This is gonna end badly. Oh, you son of a gun. Even more of them. That's fun. And done. Alright, this is starting to look like it might be going down, hopefully in the general direction I want it to go in. Well, it's not going in the complete opposite direction of where I'm going, so I'll take it. Fortress gates. That's still a very long way down. How do we know? We don't know what it did. Okay, that's not going the way I want it to go. This level in Eye of the Beholder Nights, I've just finished off about 41 zombie mutants without a break in the fight. I know there's more around here. Oh man, Greeny. So it's a reasonably easy area then, is what you're saying. Just a little bit of a light workout. You're supposed to be level 6, you just looked your level drain to 2. Oh man. You just reminded me how much I do not miss level draining.
Finally found someplace I hate even more than caves. That's a first.
Oh, good.
Over there. We must do something.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You study with Kenrick?
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
I didn't mean to offend.
If I've said something wrong...
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy. But this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
Tell me about the ruin.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
Okay.
Yes?
I guess we
Stay
need
safe.
more to continue this. Okay, let's find that landmark over here. Bloodstained Shrine. This is a really nice area. Maybe we should set up camp here. We took steps to avoid the Hackonites and stayed out of their way for the most part. It would have gone uneventfully had Price's inexperience not caused him to leave visible prints in the dirt. The jaws of Hakon use them to track us, and even Falker cannot throw them off the trail. Persistent bastards. We ended up hiding amidst the moldy corpses and sun-bleached bones that littered the ground around a strange shrine. It was carved of stone and capped with what looked to be a dragon skull. Thankfully, when the Hackonites traced us to the shrine, the sight of it made them stop short. They whispered among themselves, and their leader seemed to make a small bow of obeisance to the skull, and then they abandoned the chase. We still don't know what it was about that shrine that made the Hackonites balk. Perhaps we don't want to know. From reports sent to Scout Harding. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Callan. Luckily, as a druid, I have summons and 2 companions, a halfling rogue and a dog. Very cool. You know, I don't know if I ever finished any of the Eye of the Beholder games. I know I had at least the first one. I might have had more. Nowadays, of course, you know, Steam and GOG being what they are, I've got all of them. But I don't know if I played any of them back in the day. Okay, so we've got a rift over there. There's a couple of buildings over that way. You still play Birth of the Federation? I don't think I've hardly ever owned any Star Trek games, honestly. Oh, wow. Two rifts that close together? Star Trek Online, that's one. There was that other one as well, Star Trek, Resurgence. Yes, thank you, Kellen Ray. I really like Resurgence. This looks like a smaller rift. I wouldn't mind poking over here and seeing what's going on with it. A smaller rift does not actually imply an easier rift, though. Yeah, these are still level 24. So it's probably much too similar to the last one, but... Isn't Star Wars Galaxies getting some kind of update? Hasn't that been shut down for many years? I don't think it has any official servers. If it's getting an update, and it's certainly possible, but it's probably an unofficial fan update or something. See. A little challenging, but certainly possible. And now all my companions get to level up, so it'll be that much easier to do the next ones. A dedicated team reverse engineering and rebuilding it from the ground up. Interesting. Fan-based recreation. That's how they're allowed to be in business, because they don't have the original code. In order to play on it, you have to have the original game discs. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. Okay, that sounds good to me. Let's go try the other one as well. Pride Demon. Where'd he go? Nice. Oh, good.
Did you see the look on those nobles' faces back in the Winter Palace, Chuckles?
They seemed unaccustomed to seeing elves without servants' livery, or dwarves at all.
Priceless. That's definitely going in my next story.
Are you planning a chapter filled with courtly intrigue?
Close. I need to describe the face someone makes when they choke down something terrible.
Yeah, I never looked at Star Wars Galaxies, so I can't really relate to what you guys are talking about, but I hope it turns out good, whatever it is they're doing. Let's check out what's going on
What
over
is
here.
this? Are the fishes of Stone Bearhole too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the jaws of Hakon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your tongue, Bogwalker. Stone Bearhold may not always shelter you. And you will need shelter when the cold winds come.
Yet I feel only hot air.
The Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakon! Death for all and glory to Hakon!
It's decent no matter which version you go with. The biggest thing Star Wars Galaxies had going for it was your character could learn any job ever. You could just retrain if you got bored. Never played Galaxies, didn't have anything that could run it until I did and it was over. But then Old Republic came out, yeah. In the original system, you had one character slot only and you could only unlock a second slot, Jedi, through a long grinding process. Okay. A mysterious island in Frostback Basin may yield clues to the region's past.
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well thought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you been here?
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Don't suppose that's just a legend?
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
Okay, then. Find the Avar leader. Then it gave you long search quests where you had to go to the hardest places in the galaxy like Dathomir and uncover clues and finally unlock your character, but a Jedi was hard to play. If you showed your saber in a city, the Empire would come down on you hard, including Vader even showing up. Oh man. You were extremely hunted, but also really powerful once you leveled up. It was the pain of leveling up in secret. See, that sounds like a character path. As much as I enjoy playing Jedi, I would probably never have done that just because it sounds too painful. Way too tedious. Cullen is ready to report in, is he?
Catch anything today?
Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it.
Oh. We have what looks like a merchant. Sketches found in a meat shop. A series of drawings, simple but artfully rendered, indicates that the owner of this meat shop decided to spend the day mixing alchemical potions, or, more likely, alcoholic drinks, and that people should take what they like and pay him later. Three-minute warning, guys. We will be taking our final break in about 3 minutes. Whoops. Just kidding, guys. Didn't mean to draw my weapons in the middle of the village here. Hey, Mytharian, how are you doing? At its height, it was awesome. I ran 2 computers, one constantly on with an entertainer running macros to buff players. They would tip for this. I would then use that for ingredients for my main character to make doctor buffs to run content. Nice, Galenray. Other than basic gear, the entire economy was player-based.
Climbers seem tired, thanks. Oh, hunting. Is your hold beast well?
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer under the shield of the jaws of Hakon.
Ask Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rounds to Ask, not 3.
Ha! Tear his tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak. Inquisitor, I am Svara's Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Our people have long traded with Orzammar and your Carter. I am pleased the Inquisition has raised you up. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
We are not attacking.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body. Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the jaws of Hakon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrison. I wager you have crossed blades with the jaws of Hakon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
We'll have to continue this conversation when I get back from break. Is that the Ram guy, the one you expelled? I don't think so, Galenray. He seemed more of a loner type, but he could have allied himself with these guys. Anyway, we have to take our final break of the evening, so if you guys need to get up and grab anything, I'll be back in about 3.5 to 5 minutes. Wow.
That it? That's your best?
Damn you.
Wait, did Serana just raise my corpse?
Try that.
Rude. Whoa. Oh god. Oh, that okay. Look at that. Holy crap, it looks so nice. What the?
Definitely not loving the demons are targeting me now thing.
He's never gonna get ahead in life, but we will.
The decaying corpse lies before you.
Oh, it's a strength check? Maybe I should use Karlak. This is why I pick up possibly important corpses and carry them on my characters who aren't in the party. Oh god.
I sincerely hope you never find employment as an executioner.
Do you want to do this?
The head from the drow's twisted neck.
Oh, they've still... This is our first direct sighting of an actual ancient guardian. That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, that's odd. This moves a little. Sully, help me out.
Here we go again with the pussy. I think I hurt myself.
Relatable.
Taking a look.
Oh, is that a feather? What? Crow feather. Oh, that's some kind of... Oh, it's weed killer. That's the stuff I wandered into earlier. Okay, I'm back. What was the climbing contest?
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some
Hey,
sort.
Draven.
What was that?
The test of the lady.
Thank you, JH.
We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the
Hey,
test of the
Mad, thank
Mountain
you.
Father, you battle with verse, while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakon is battle with blunted weapons.
Thank you, Jim. Could I get a shout out for Draven, please? It's good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well tonight. That seems reasonable.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
Thank you, Pragma. I'm doing good, Draven. How are you doing this evening? It's been a good stream so far. I finished off SpaceVenture earlier this evening and then switched over to Inquisition, so I ended up getting the best of both worlds. I hope you're doing well. What have you been playing lately? Tell me of Stone Bear Hold.
I'd like to hear more about Stone Bear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
Tell me of the Jaws of Hakon.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
Why are they hostile?
What do the Jaws of Hakon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakonites care only for Hakon Winter's Breath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
Tell me of the recent group.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrison lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakon.
Yes, many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the Lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
I will speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
All right. Thane Svar Sunhair. This appears to be an unfinished letter. The handwriting is simple and the text has many phrases crossed out. Lowlanders, if you are brave enough to. Orlesians, if you be brave enough. Merchants of Orlais, if. To those who wish to trade with Stone Bear Hold, you should know me. I am Thane Svara Sunhair. I am Thane Svara Janesdotten, known as Sunhair. Though my blade has tasted battle tears many, though my blade has tasted blood many, though I have fought many battles, I wish no conflict between us, but instead trade between our hold and yours. We have furs and leathers that put your lowland hides to shame. Excuse me. Plus weapons that have tasted Hakon's winter. We have furs and leathers that will make your warriors look strong and your lovers look supple, plus weapons. We have excellent furs and leathers and weapons like none seen in the lowlands. Trade honestly and well, and there will be coin for all. Cheat us, and your blood will. Trade honestly and well, and there will be coin for all. Thane Svara Sunhair. This is a fool's task. What lowlander would come this far for furs they have not seen? Ah, Korth, I just wrote that instead of saying it. This stupid lowland writing vexes the mind. The rest of the letter is a series of angry sketches of axes. Doing well here, just having some breakfast, been playing Avowed and Final Fantasy VIII, but I've also been playing this off-stream. That's awesome. I can't wait to get to Avowed. It's going to be fantastic. I'm thinking, though, after I finish this whole big extended run of Dragon's Age and Uncharted, it might finally be time to finish my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. And then I can think about some of the other new stuff I want to play. What if I want my lovers to look strong and your warriors to look supple? You can probably arrange for that too, Ansara. I don't see a problem there. Oh, did I ever ask her about the boat? I don't remember if I did. Hang on. Yeah, I didn't. So, I don't know why we stopped talking to her, but we should probably go finish that.
You see the animals the Jaws of Hakon came on. Rat things.
Inquisitor?
Why Sunhair?
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janisdotten. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
The Hackonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hackonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hackonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I understand your concern. Is there anything I could do to help?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Are you looking for the bear?
Do you have any members of the hold searching for Storvacker?
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hackonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not hold kin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Whoop.
Farewell.
That was not my intention. Sorry.
Inquisitor?
I would like to talk about Storvacker, your hold beast.
What would you know?
Why does this bear matter?
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, we... Your kin under the mountains fear to lose the stone. It is as that. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our Augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
Okay, then.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Ah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
I will speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
Okay. Return to Fisherman Arvid. Yeah, that was not quite the way I intended it to go, JH, but at least we didn't make them hostile.
Kind of cold in the air today.
All the rams are growing thick coats. It'll be a bad winter.
So I wonder which island is it we need to reach. I guess we'll find out.
understand? Yeah?
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations.
Ah, we already asked this.
Further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hacker arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
Thane's Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stonebear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Well, that's the idea, at least, but I can make no promises. Ladies' Rest. Okay, so it's this island. Whatever this island happens to be. Letter found near many corpses. The barbarians are afraid to go to this island. I can see why with all the spirits, but it's completely safe. I was out there myself for a good half hour and the spirits never bothered me. Steal one of the Avar boats and set up a camp. This route will bypass all the taxes, and with the Avar and spirits all around, nobody in their right mind will track us here. I know how you feel about demons, but trust me, this is completely safe. Peaceful even. All you have to do is relax on that island and wait for goods to come your way. It's completely safe. If you say it's completely safe enough times, it becomes true, guys.
My blood? No, I can't.
It's completely safe.
What drew so many spirits to this place, I wonder?
American. Why? Sleep. I need to. I must find you.
Look for information on Inquisitor Ameridan.
I can't. No, without.
When we have to
Is
open.
ancient. It may have formed from the battle that took place here, not the breach.
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You knew Ameridan.
You or she wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him.
Ameridan. Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Tanks fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avor Dragon. Save Orlais.
Why was this covered up? He was on a mission.
This wasn't just a hunt. Inquisitor Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken.
Yes. A secret. Drawn by the dragon. Talana. I didn't want to, but where Ameridan goes, I go. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here. Then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming. Then dead.
You can rest now.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
You have done all she asked of you. Be free.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Heartstring bow orders. Ameridan's orders. Aegis of the Rift. This unlocks the Aegis of the Rift ability, which turns the veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. That's awesome. Also, it's wild that I'm getting new abilities this late in the game. Holy crap. Ancient document protected in a scroll case. Whosoever reads this message, let it be known that the bearer, Inquisitor Ameridan, commander of the Seekers of Truth, travels to the Frostback Basin on the official request of His Divine Majesty, Cordylus Draken, Emperor of Orlais, upon business vital to the safety and security of this most holy empire, and that he and those who travel with him are to be afforded every service, rendered every assistance, and extended every courtesy in their efforts to protect Orlesian lives from threats both magical and mundane. Maker watch over him. Cordylus Draken the First.
Hey, you alright?
New ability, Aegis of the Rift. The Inquisitor has gained a new ability, Aegis of the Rift. Use this ability to turn the veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. It can be upgraded in the Inquisition or in the Inquisitor ability tree. Man. Unfallen Shack. Many explorers in ancient ruins report finding homes, furniture, or even tools that look a few years old at most. Before the more learned study of spirits and the fade made available by the circles, scholars often assumed that such structures must be new contamination of an older site, leading to much misinformation and misunderstanding regarding the movement of various peoples in ancient Tevinter and even earlier. Our brothers and sisters in the Circle of Magi have given us a more likely answer, however. In areas where the veil is thin, spirits engrossed by a particular event may endeavor to preserve the feeling of the area, or preserving in their own imperfect way some or all of the area itself. The hut of a legendary apostate may appear to have been abandoned for a few decades, with crumbling walls and dust, when it is in fact from a previous age or even older. Spirits scratching at the edge of the veil have scared away the vermin that would have chewed through the beams and the plants whose snaking tendrils would have reclaimed the stones for the forest. It is the recommendation of the committee that all university-sanctioned historical expeditions include a mage for consultation upon such matters. Only in this way can we avoid the embarrassing missteps of our forebears and bring Orlais the true knowledge it deserves. A letter from the University of Orlais Historical Committee to Empress Celine asking for support. Request tabled after the start of the Mage Rebellion. Okay, this is neat. I like this area. Or at least I like it so far. Oh, hi guys.
Kill the Inquisitor!
Thank you, Draven.
Glory!
I crafted it myself. I juice. Yes, I did, Anstara. Aegis sounds better. Where is this supposed landmark? It's gotta be up somewhere, but how the heck do you reach it? It really doesn't sound better. It sounds like eggs or haggis. Well, okay. Let me course correct then. It sounds better to me. Tale of Hringnar, Ice Troll. Came the giants, water waiting here to hunt and harrow home. Avar fear the shapes and shoreline, forced to flee when giants roam. Hringnar Ice Troll sees his brothers, calls the winds to shore. Giants frozen, forged in frostbite, threaten Avar homes no more. Fears of giant battle easing. That'll buff out, that's fine. Okay, so that's really about all for the island, it looks like. Okay, let me see. Stone Bear Hold. That's the bear mission. I guess we go back here.
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackenites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when you reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hackenite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I thought we could catch up.
Of course.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfish or poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
This area makes me think of the Samaria region in Age of Conan. I don't think I've played that one.
We'll continue this another time.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
All right, let's get back, and Cullen was to report in, I believe. We'll check in with him. All right.
Inquisitor.
It's the MMO, probably not your jam. Every few years I go back to it for a bit. Has good storytelling and a novel directional combat system. But the population is pretty low. Yeah. Yeah, if it's an MMO, probably not my first choice. But that's cool. Where was Cullen? Not here. The de Rosiers are becoming a clear favorite in the war of station that is ongoing between the noble houses. The Montclairs have all but ceased to exist socially, and many are scrabbling for traditional alliances. Lady Eustace Richelieu has emerged as a strong voice at court and is suggesting several arranged marriages to solidify ties, and presumably the standing of her house as arbiter and matchmaker. Inquisitor, the Grey Wardens fought their way through the mountains. The demons were savage, but the Grey Wardens held them off with great determination. As a result, we have located the Marquis' secret stronghold deep in the Gomordan Peaks. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. Defeat Marquis Buffon. We have Marquise trapped in her fortress in the Gomordan Peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. The Marquise's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and she has an ally in Lady Jeanette Legaspe, who has come with Venatori mages to defend the Marquise. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Please send your orders. If the Wardens can hold off the demons for 3 days, my friend Baroness Natale de Lesouche will have siege equipment there to bring down that fortress.
Inquisitor.
Sounds good to me. Lady Richelieu sent the following letter. The Tybalts are an upstart threat to, as the daughter of Lady Valise Tybalt is set on marrying into the Leandra family. Claims that the pairing is not strategic are, of course, laughable. The Leandra name should be neutralized in some fashion for the brokering of a more profitable pairing. The game to oppose us now depends on our involvement. Demand the Leandra's exclusion from court, or we withdraw all involvement. Are they prepared to truly fight among themselves? I don't think I want Cullen on that one. I enjoy Conan Exiles instead for the building. A situation is unfolding in the Navaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the Circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become home to a number of mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandral and Axis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached. As phrase, but most commonly sees use around here as, which is pulled pork. Buffon is, of course, clown. So she's Countess Frayed Clown or something like that. That's an awesome name. In the, the awesome meaning of really, really terrible. So terrible it's great. Mavrin's arrived. We've received word that Malvern the Under has made good on your judgment of armed exile into Vinter. He and his clan immediately staked a claim. This is the Boar guy, I believe. Staked a claim to a large section of land along the Imperial Highway at the edge of the Silent Plains. It is inhospitable and vacant, and they claim they are not interested in banditry or actively threatening anyone. Beyond, of course, suddenly declaring that they now live within Imperium borders. Our Tevinter contacts say the relocation has caused significant concern among the Magisters. A fine jest, and now it is done. I suggest cutting ties before their presence is considered provocation. My Lady Inquisitor, as you know, the remaining clerics have sequestered themselves within the Grand Cathedral in hopes of electing our new divine. One would hope that this could be done peacefully, but my sisters inform me that there have already been 2 mysterious deaths, the product of an assassin loose within the Grand Cathedral's halls. The Chantry has failed to find this killer, so I turn to you for aid. Please help my sisters complete their thankless task in peace. The Inquisition is the only force in Orlais with the power to deal with this, and both myself and my sisters would be grateful. Yours in faith, revered Mother Giselle. I can't do golden opportunity. Thank you, Greenie. Patrol for the crew. We've had a request for some general patrols. It is heartening that we are being looked to in this way, but I doubt we would find any activity directly related to Corypheus, and our resources are better sent elsewhere. The request was in the same region as the bandits reported by the Sutherland lad. Perhaps we should extend his duties. I'll notify the Sutherland boy. He'll have minor sanction to request resources for patrols.
Inquisitor.
That sounds good to me. All right. I played a little bit of Age of Conan. I didn't actually stick with it very long. All right, guys. It is after 20 past 2. I think we should probably go on a bit of a raid. All right, let's see who we've got online. Looks like But It Plays is on, playing Rings of Saturn, which I'm not familiar with. Octo Bandit is playing... Oh, Schedule 1. Never mind that one. We'll wait till Octo's playing something else. Thank you for being here, JH. A 2D top-down space trading game. Oh, that's cool, Draven. Did you play Age of Conan the MMO or Conan Exiles the Survival Crafter? No, it was the Survival Crafter. No, I'm never gonna play Schedule 1, JH, and it doesn't seem like the kind of game that we're gonna raid into either. I'm a Raid of Flippin' Sunshine is playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Who else have we got here? Pallet Box is playing some Valheim. Slappy Jack is playing something called Shadow Tower. Rule Storage is playing My Summer Car. Simcopter is playing CNC Red Alert. Bit of a retro stream from him. Oh, you know what? Actually, we might end up just going with Ultrasaurus tonight. I had almost forgotten. I saw her announcement about this earlier. She's doing a charity stream tonight. She's playing Minecraft, and it's a charity stream, so we may go with her. I'll look over the rest of the list just to be sure, but looks like Lunity is just chatting at the moment, but it also looks like she should be in the Marvel Rivals category. So she's probably going to be playing that. Oh, interesting. Tea with Mandy is also playing Minecraft for charity. There must be some kind of event going on. And, oh, geez, Burke Black as well. All three of them. There's an event? Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. So, I don't know if there's a particular game or streamer that caught your eye that you think we should go with, but I know where I'm leaning. They are... Oh, are they all playing together? Is it like a big server thing? I'd be okay with rating any of them, honestly, but I would, Burke has got tons and tons of viewers. I would probably be more inclined to go with either Ultra or Mandy. A big server. Okay, gotcha. Why don't we go with Ultra? That's where I kind of thought that we were going to go. Building a town for tomorrow, even while having mini games and crowd control. Oh, geez. Okay, that's got to be chaotic as heck. We'll do it. Let me... Oh, thank you very much, Callan Ray. I appreciate that. I will get you guys the raid call then. Here at the Library of Lore, we use shh. It's a library raid. You've been bookmarked with the heart emote, the wave emote, and the shh emote of the channel. If you are a sub, and if you are not a sub, you can use the Twitch raid and the Tomb Raid emote. In either case, sub or non-sub, please feel free to use any emote you feel is fun and appropriate for a raid. If you have emotes of your own, or maybe from another streamer, even from Twitch themselves, feel free to copy the raid message and arrange the emotes you want to use the way you want them to appear. It'll all be good in my book. So let's get over to Ultra's channel, see how Minecraft is going with her, see how the others are doing. I saw her just run past... Oh, man, she's right there with both Burke Black and Tea with Mandy. That's fun. So, and Hepo's in there as well. So, a number of people that we know. So we'll see how things are going for them, see how the building is going and the charity is going. And I will be back, not tomorrow, but on Monday, where we will undoubtedly be playing more Dragon Age Inquisition. Wait, what day is today? It is Saturday, right? Or technically Sunday? Yeah, okay, so I'll be back on Monday. So have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night, day, evening, whatever it is where you are in the world, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now. Whoops. That'll buff out. It's not a problem. Uh-oh. Oh! Yeah. Oh! Oh! This is why we save. Whoops. This is fine. It's okay. Ah. Whoops. Was not what I had in mind, but okay.
I prayed to the gods, and when they pulled it out, there you were.
What is going on in the background there? What was that explosion? Classic K.
Ready, Nix?